Hello and welcome. Let's finish out this chapter now, shall we? I don't know about y'all, but after a day of rest, I'm ready for my masterful strategies that'll help me overcome this Sisyphean obstacle, as they say. No, but really, let's get this over with. So, it's probably not doing anything, but Dorcas isn't doing anything in the first place, so... Ooh, pleasant surprise. I'll take it. Dorcas has somehow been less useful than I would have expected for this playthrough, which is really saying something, but... Beggars can't be choosers, I knew what I was getting into. Meanwhile, Lynn is just, wrecking everything with a face at this point, which is nice. And if you forgot, we're on a quest right now to save lovely old Nils' sister from the evil Heinz Corporation with their dastardly mustard and ketchup-based products. That was the joke of the joke of the segment right there. I'm not topping anything else. I don't think I'm getting funnier than this, folks. Probably should have put Sarah here so she could get rebuffed, but whatever. So from here, there's only mages left. Florian could probably knock this out of the park, to be honest. She's at level 5. He's at, like, what, level 7? Yeah. Fuck it. Let's get Florian to do some work. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm not using Florian here. This is great. One of the lovely things about Pegasus Knights is that, this isn't, like, I guess, unilaterally the case, but they do tend to have good resistance. Certainly not going to be as good as their speed, which is what they're primarily known for, but their resistance makes them good for mage killing. Granted, there are going to be some mage tomes in the game that will fuck up Pegasus Knights, as well as another type of flyer, but that's neither here nor there. Beyond that, Florian's probably going to be able to just fucking solo the rest of this chapter, which I'm into. Yeah, no, look at that. He's barely doing any damage, and he's got a 50% chance to hit. Yeah, no, you're kind of fucked, dude. So, let's get Florina down on this action. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I could use Dorcas, but I don't want to. I could use Zerk, but I don't want to, because, I mean, why bother? Florina's doing it better, and she needs experience anyway, so, you know, fuck it. Meanwhile, Urk and Dorcas will get their chances to shine later. Specifically Dorcas, I have one enemy in particular planned for him. Granted, he'll probably be too weak to do anything, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, just time to clean up shop. Yeah, let's break the Slim Lance, fuck it. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so this is, I like shamans and all. Dark magic is cool, and it's very underrepresented in these games. But the problem is sometimes their animations are just a little bit lengthy for my taste. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. Sometimes I just want to get on with my life. Also, I'm moving Ken over here because I don't want him getting the attention of this guy. Oh, golly. Come on now. One thing I haven't mentioned is that there is actually an informal turn limit for this chapter, but I'm pretty sure it's something very lax and lenient, like, I want to say 12 turns, and we're like, what, we're at, 6 turns, yeah, like, that's very lenient, assuming that is 12 turns, either way, though. So, I'm going to try and speed this up a bit by getting Lynn down there. Kent can still just play by himself in the sandbox for all I fucking care. Dang, got hit twice. Anyway, so that way I'll have Lynn there, and Florina's I'm gonna try and hint her towards being the primary killer here. That would be ideal. Sarah's gonna heal, and then all the boys are just gonna be useless because men are the inferior gender, clearly. Blah blah blah. Okay. Alrighty, so I wonder if... Is it Kill Heinz? Yeah, it is Kill Heinz. So what if I just use a javelin on this guy? Not delicious, but... it gets the job done, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, Florina's not dying. Like, it'll take a while for her to be even close to death around these two, so fuck it, I'll just let nature play its course. Wow, it only took about 5 minutes. For some reason I expected the second half of this chapter to be a little bit longer. Maybe I'm just used to hard mode. Yeah, probably. Oh man, my dick is at least 9 inches, guys, you can believe it. Anyway, come on, good level up for it. I'm rolling the dice with you. I mean, I could be angry, I could be furious, but then I'd be just like, I don't even like that song. Yeah, so this guy is so cool. He's very, very interesting. He doesn't even have eyes. You know, he does get a character background story about that. He was slashed in the face by me for being such an annoying and dumb boss. He's not actually that hard at all. It's just... I'm tempted to get Lynn in there, but at the same time, Lynn's probably not doing much better than Florina at this point, because Florina's laughing at all of his attacks and calling him a big pussy. Florina, come on, where's that part where I talked you up, girl? Man, I talked you up for this. Oh well. Blah, 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 blah. Alrighty. In other news, earlier today, I, among other things, finished like my 4th, maybe 5th playthrough of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Why am I let's playing a Fire Emblem game and then playing another Fire Emblem game at the same time? Well, dear viewer, because I'm a loser. I mostly blame this friend of mine who was playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and that, for whatever reason, motivated me to replay it, and also to consider doing a Radiant Dawn playthrough again, but God knows, that's not going to be for a little bit, because I'll have to buy a Wii, then I'll have to slap my ass, I don't know. I don't like that game. I'm not a fan, you could say. I'm planning on doing hard mode, which is going to be agony and a half. I couldn't even get through normal mode without letting 2 mutants die. And that was out of pure exasperation. So, clearly I'm ready for the hard mode. Whatever. I think maybe if I can get my Imgur, however you're supposed to say it, to work, I'll post my top 5 in the comments. Or comments. I'll comment on my own fucking video. In the description, rather. Just because, fuck it, you know. Why not? And, oh, gosh dang it. Heinz, this is not supposed to this fight is not supposed to be going on this long. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get the side chapter now. What turn is it? I keep doing that. Jeez. This sus. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure the limit is like 10 or 12, so if we beat him this turn, we should be good. Oh man, I'm bad at this game. This is normal mode. Okay, so Lynn should be able to kill here. Come on, Lynn! Cool. The girl's already what? Heinz, what? Ah, we'll see. She's already dead, and then this game turns into a survival horror. What is it with Lynn and all these strength level ups? I mean, I'm almost kind of mad now, because I've played Lynn hard mode where I've like reset it for strength level ups with Lynn, and I'm just getting these without even trying. Ah, whatever. Don't kiss a gift horse in the mouth, or however that saying goes. Don't suck his dick don't shoot the messenger. I think that's what it is. Ruh-roh. Oh. Well, Florina, this is your fault, because if you had been a little bit quicker, we would have been on world record pace, and we would have caught up. Kind of a dark ending to this chapter. It's such a shame that we're never going to ever get another chance at saving her. Oh my goodness. It's that guy from my thumbnails. Yes, he has red hair. Is that Roy? Who knows? We'll find out in just a second. Anyway, by the looks of the color of their hair, those two are related. Maybe that's his sister. By him, I mean Nils. No. Anyway, this is Eliwood. Not Elwood. Eliwood. That's a very important distinction there. And he is of royalty, specifically of Fairray. He's the son of the Marquis, which, if you're not aware of which, you really have no opportunity to be at this point if you're playing the game for the first time. Fairray is a fairly sizable country in the Fire Emblem universe, in Libe, that's what it's called. So that's kind of a big deal. So yeah, here is Eliwood to save the day. It's definitely not a main character or anything. Don't get used to him. If anything, it's weird. This is the only time he shows up. So yeah, thanks Eliwood. You saved the sister girl and her dream catcher's earrings or whatever. Marcos Kalen? Yes, that's near Sake, the place my father told me not to visit. Untouchables. Oh man, Fire Emblem racism is the funniest kind of racism, am I right? So he believes our crazy, fantastic story of a royal dispute just because the daughter of the Plainsfolk. That's not the nicest way to say it. Like, at first I saw you and I just thought, like, you know, Humpty Dumpty bitch, but now I see that you're probably royalty. It's a little messed up with the insinuation that Lynn is so beautiful that she has to be related to royalty. Like, I'm sure there's some really fucked up moral there. Like, if Lynn had been just, like, 2 notches down on the hotness scale, she would have been a lot harder to support. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I mean, for the most part, you don't really run into too many ugly Fire Emblem characters. Insert scrolling list of all the ugly Fire Emblem characters I could think of. You know, that list would really just include, like, fucking Dorothy and everyone from Fates. Assistance, yeah. We do need some assistance. Lynn, don't say that. No, you're not supposed to. Don't. You've lost talking privileges. Shut up. Hi, my name is Slow. Yes, we do need help. Please help us. Lynn. I mean, yeah, sure, it is your problem. But we were just lamenting how we have no way of dealing with this problem now that Marquis Arafin has told us to go fuck off. Was he a Marquis or was he... whatever. So this is Ninian. This is also her recurring motif of the theme. So it always makes me think of like a lullaby, like wind-up clock type thing for children. Who are they? Who are you? Where's Star Fox? Oh man. So this is not at all foreshadowing. I need to stop pointing out foreshadowing. It's getting obnoxious. Yeah, Ninian and Nils are definitely not your average characters. If the cyan, I've settled on cyan hair, and the red eyes don't indicate that already. That's not to mention the fact. That's how you say things. That is not to mention the fact that there's a big organization of slightly deadlier than usual foes trying to capture them. For now, that's kind of not our business. In fact, we kind of just like, for now we don't care. We're more concerned with our murderous granddad or granduncle or evil stepfather-in-law, you know, whoever he is. Of course it's Sane. Of course, Sane, yeah. So, ironically, I named last segment True Lore of the Dance when Ninian's the dancer between the two, but when you look at Nil's animation, I can't help but think of him being a True Lord of Dance. As Weird Al would say, you are the True Lord of the Dance, no matter what your idiot friends at work say. It's the same thing as Nil's when he plays his music, okay? She just has like a big cloth thing that she dances with. Twisting ankle. Well, that's a shame. Anyway, let's move on now. And yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just have Sane ride horseback with her on it. Just whatever. Just travel with us. Far too girl, it's more dangerous to leave him alone at this point. Come on now. You and I both know we want Nils on our team. I mean, it's true, he can help. Granted, he's not going to be doing too much, but he's doing something. Definitely doing more than Lucius or whatever the fuck his name was. I say his name exactly correctly, knowing what his name is. He'll do anything to stop it. Okay, so they have the abilities for premonition. Again, do not even think that this is suspicious. Don't think twice. Kent, that's such a non-answer. This is great. He just appears and disappears. I love that. That's such a dumb comedic punchline, but I don't know. Yep, so we are getting that bonus chapter. Good. I was sitting here slightly worried the entire time I'd have to redo this chapter because I fucked around too much. But no, we're getting a bonus chapter. Not Nini's Grace, the very one. They stole Nini's Grace. What's Nini's Grace? Nini's Grace is a terrible name for something. The spirit of Nini. Ninnis. I've always read it as Nini's, but I don't know. Maybe it's pronounced this special way. We lost it to those cads. Those gadflies even, I'd call them. Yes, what is it, dear? Yes, I did. I think we should help them, because I want more experience. Yes. Yes, we should. I don't care. Just do it. Okay. So, bonus chapters. So, this is what happens with those. There's going to be certain chapters throughout the playthrough where we have special conditions that we can meet that will allow us to do a secondary extra chapter. These extra chapters tend to be a little bit less lengthy, I guess would be the word. Maybe like less meaty in terms of story-related content as well as like just pure out like gameplay. But they do tend to have their reasons for going there. One of the most obvious ones being you get more experience because there's always more enemies to kill. You get more rewards, like some of them are going to have really good treasures, some of them are the only ways you're going to get extra characters, etc. So with that in mind, I'm going to be getting every side quest that we can in Eliwood mode. Fortunately, there are a couple of side quests that we're going to be locked out from just by default because we're not doing another mode, but that's how life works out. Either way, the side quest for this one is pretty much like, it's not necessarily mandatory, but it's impossible to, not impossible, what am I saying? It's difficult to not get unless you fuck around in the chapter, so you're probably going to get offered a side quest, and so it's kind of like baby's first side quest. Also, very important here, if you plan to take a side quest, I suggest, the game uses a personal pronoun there. That, I don't know why, but that always like stuck out to me like a sore thumb. Like, who's talking to me? Is it a developer? Is it some entity? I don't know. I read way too much into these things. So yeah, we can't refuse side quests as well. I guarantee I'm not doing that intentionally, because there's no side quest that you want to skip at this point. So we're going on the side quest. It'll be a quick little diversion. That in mind, I'm pretty sure I won't have to split the segment up over it, but I'm definitely not going to be able to fit it into this one. So we're going to be getting there next time. Good old saying, reliable as a dog. Meanwhile, Kent is like a cat, always telling me to feed him. Anyway, that was Siblings Abroad. So I was right, it was Siblings Abroad. So that's this chapter. We got Nils on our team now, and we'll be doing an extra chapter. So next time I see it, we'll be storming a castle and maybe getting some loot while we're at it. Who knows? It could be fun. Might be fun. Even just could potentially be fun. By the way, if you're watching next segment, just keep in mind, it'll be fun. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.